Today's May 30th, 2024, 6:48 a.m. Stocks and forex pairs move in a general format in various ways. And the thing about moving into certain areas, whether it is a single point inflection point or a base for a continuation, is the fact that the movement can be sudden or it can be gradual. The other is it resides in a certain location, residing in a support and resistance area at a point where there is a significant impetus to move in a certain direction. And sometimes that move can be large or it can be small. So it can be fast, it can be slow, it can be large, it can be small. It could sit in a location for a long time or a very short time. A short time having the form of a V or an A shape. Or it could be a U shape based on how long it takes, or inverted U shape, an N shape. So the idea is to catch that movement, whether it's a gradual movement or a fast movement. And in the case that I took this morning on one of my 5K challenges with funding pips is a fast move. And that's part of the luck that I had, but it had an element of a launch pad, essentially. It took off, it created a base around a support area, and then it just launched off when today's session for the U.S. market opened. This is a look at a recent price movement of Euro USD. I took a trade here with partial luck. I was able to exit here. Had I held a little bit longer, I would have made a greater gain here. The interesting thing about this particular trade is that it relates to the concept of support or resistance area, and then there is a point where there is a momentum that is established to place it in a different area. And this is a launch pad that goes from here to here to here. And that seems to apply to virtually anywhere, basically having that same characteristics. On a finer scale, that could be considered just looking at it and interpreting it based on this analysis here. That's a launch pad here, which took off to here. That's a launch pad here, which from here it took off to here. And then this launch pad, which took a little bit longer, but it established itself to move in the direction where the launch pad was pointed at. So even on a micro scale, it provides a depiction of fundamental movements in the market, which is essentially a launch pad. Launch pad, boom. Launch pad, boom. Launch pad, boom. And so I took a trade today, and it turned out to be a good one. The volatility was low prior to the futures market being open at this moment here. And because of the underlying events that occurred prior to opening here, it impacted in a very volatile manner.